Another flooded cave here. Oh hey, we're in the underground, but we're still in the underground with the ice. The ice is like right here. And we can see the edge of it there, so... But I do want to actually explore the underground in the ice, so... Since we've explored the above ground desert, underground desert, I mean... Let's explore the underground ice and snow. So that dart trap there, but it's fine. There's gonna be a lot of dart traps down here, I'm pretty sure. Also, hello. Imagine if this is the thing I need. It's not. But we get a snowball cannon, which shoots snowballs. I believe it consumes snow to use? No, it doesn't. Okay. Maybe it does. Hang on. No. We have to make snowballs out of snow, and then we can shoot them. I see. That's cool, though. It's not a great weapon, but... I mean, it's 11 range damage plus the 8 range damage, with a pretty good critical strike chance as well. And this one's got 10% extra damage and critical strike chance, so incredible. But I think we're fine without it. I really should have emptied my stuff a bit more before going exploring again. We also get an ice machine used for special crafting, so it can craft ice furniture. Okay, let's go deeper. I can still hear the storms, we're pretty close to the surface still. Which is probably not what we want, actually. Just standing on this ice, that would break, but it's fine. Like, it's still dark, but it's nice having some sort of light source for this. I believe we can also find slush block down here, which is like silt. But it also gives us stuff for putting into an extractor, so that would be good as well. I think this is the edge of the snow already. So I need to go back the other direction. I say going not the other direction, but kinda. I feel like I don't spend enough time in the underground ice area. It's quite nice. We can also make like little air pockets while mining with water in our cave. Just keep going. As long as there's like a thing like this, where there's like water on that side, but like air on this side, we can just keep doing whatever. I should really have gotten a Spelunker potion for this as well, because I'm trying to find chests down here. There is so much water down here. Every direction you go. It is cool like draining it out like this though. Into another cave. It's filling up though. But I basically just have to just keep mining back and forth through the ice until I find something I need. If I'm lucky, a fairy will spawn. But I'm not so sure. Also, since I don't have any water in here now, I'm just gonna mine straight down. Right into more water. Oh hey, rubies. I'll take some rubies. It might actually be worth getting them to make a... some crowns. So I can refight the Slime King again. Get some more stuff from that. We'll certainly get a lot of gel out of that, so... There's also an achievement for fighting every type of slime in the game, so it's good to also go down here and fight just some regular ice slimes and go into the desert and fight the desert slimes, the sand slimes. Also, see that? I see the web, and I wonder if there's actually... Since I can see the web, I wonder if the web's going to indicate where huts are, maybe. If I'm lucky. The ice shows up as dangerous, so... This is probably also just web. It's not a reliable way of checking areas, so... There's also another dart trap down here that I'm going to grab. And I think another one right here as well. Or is this spawning slimes? I think this one's spawning slimes. Yeah. We've also got a fairy with us now. So hopefully they'll find something for us. Oh no! Big web. That's a spider den. Where lots of spiders spawn. If that wasn't obvious. We probably want to avoid that. Also, this is a different type of ice slime. Spiked ice slime. Also, this is slush block here as well, so I can grab a bit of this. Just for example. I mean, maybe I'm alright for the spider den, but I don't know. I don't trust myself. Let me at least have a look at it. We can see the area of it. But the spiders obviously climb on the walls and across the web. And in a spider den, the web just continuously spawns. So it's a good way to farm web if we need to. For like cloth. I don't really need cloth, so... It'd be also good for web rope. Just for free rope, basically. And there is also an NPC that can spawn in there. I don't see them though. It's not a big spider nest, surprisingly. They're usually a lot bigger than this. Viking helmet, I got. For defense, nice. Okay, let's just get close enough to look. Place a torch in there. I don't see the NPC, but maybe they're gonna spawn nearby. Although if I just hang around this area and go back and forth, if I come back and leave... If I leave and come back a bunch, it might spawn, so... And the spiders, if we kill them, give us mandibles, I believe, which we can use for crafting. Get some interesting weapons from them. Yeah, I don't think the NPC is here. But we can be aware of stuff like this now in the future. Just want to mine all around it. So I remember it's here. I can't see any spiders spawned in it either. But I think it's too small for it to have spawned while I'm on screen. Enemies usually spawn off screen and then walk on screen. Which is good to know. Oh, is that a creeper? Creeper. That's what they're called, aren't they? Yeah, there it is. Ah. Creepy crawly bad. Get out of here. Okay, it's not too bad to actually just take out. So we can actually probably just go in there. But why would we do that, right? Why would we do that? There's no need to go in there. There's nothing in here currently, so it's fine. But like, we can harvest all this. I don't have any space for it, nor do I really need to grab it right now, so... I guess I can grab it anyway. It's a lot of cobweb that we can use for rope, so... And some of it just grew back already. So there we go. That's what a spider den looks like, except usually it has a lot more spiders in it. And it's usually a lot bigger, so... If you're just mining casually into the snow area, which you can do, like, pretty early on, you could just, like, wind up here and be in... You could wind up in a big nest. Although I think you can spawn anywhere underground, it just happened to be here. Hello, emeralds. I'll grab you. Even though I don't really need you and I'm running out of space. Ow. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of ice. So obviously it's all highlighted because it's a danger. Because if we land on that with too much force, we'll just drop through this whole thing of ice. Which could be quite bad for us, but also... If we control our jumps with stuff we have, we can probably go through pretty safely. Plus we can just mine through it as well. To go even slower. Also, that's a... Snowflinks. Snowfinks? Flinks. They have a specific drop that I might want. Want their fur. I'll take the Flink's fur. It's so fluffy! There's a random chest down there. If I can get to it. Just gonna land in the web because it's safe. Safe enough. Get some more Flink's fur. I don't remember what it was for, but I remember it's something you could craft with it. We can get an ice blade here. Shoots an icy bolt. Oh, that's really good. I don't think it's better than what we have, but it's really good. Just being able to shoot beams at all is really good with a weapon. Another dart trap here, I need to be careful of landing next to. There's a lot of them in this underground, in the snow. Also, hang on. Water walking potion allows the ability to walk on water for 10 minutes. Which is really cool. And this is basically the place where we would be able to walk on water the most. It literally just lets us walk on the water. We can also press down on the surface of the water to sink into it, so... If we don't want to walk on it, we can choose not to. But it means it's, like, really helpful for just, like, standing on top of it and, like, throwing bombs down. When the water surface changes, like, position, though, it will drop us a bit. Also, that guy just dropped a blue husk. A cyan husk, used to make cyan dye. Guess we find those here, then. But when the water surface, like, raises a bit, it might drop you into the water, so you need to be careful of that when it's, like, filling up. The water physics might mess you up, so just be careful of that. Oops, I accidentally left the biome. That's fine. There's another thing there that I want to look at, though. Bunch of sapphires as well, but I really don't have space. I'm, like, so out of space. It's not even funny. But if we go up this way, we can find this, like, underground geode type thing is how to describe it. But this is... granite. It's a special type of block which we can, I'm pretty sure, make furniture out of. But there's usually also a... miner's hut that spawns in here somewhere. So it can be good for getting treasure. There's also granite enemies that can spawn in here as well. It's not like a special biome, but it's a special place that you can find. It's more like a spider nest than a biome. There's a heart crystal there, life crystal. I always say heart crystal. I mean, that is what it is, so... But yeah, that's a cool place we can find, just underground. If we want this block, we can get it here, and some of the enemies even drop some, I believe, so we can even farm it. Like that, yeah. Get rid of this granite golem. So yeah, if we want to farm that block, we can make stuff out of it. Not that we need to, but we can. And now that I have this on my map, I can easily find that, because it's like, obviously a big chunk of area here. Hello. Get out of here. I still haven't found the thing I'm looking for. It is pretty hard to find for me, usually, so... I just have to get lucky and find it in a chest. Although now that I've explored a bit of the underground ice, I can actually go get a splunking potion and just run through, basically. Run through my hole. And see if I can find any chests that are, like, off-screen in the darkness. Oop, I've made it too deep. I made it deep enough to be out of the ice, apparently. I've gone so low I've actually found lava, because you get more lava the lower down you go. Interesting. There's a hut. It's not an ice hut, because it's not the right type of wood, but... we'll still take what we can from here, I guess. Teleportation potion teleports you to a random location. That could be interesting. That could be fun. We really don't need this stuff. I want the chest. I don't need more chests, but still. I can get rid of the web. And I guess I don't need the dynamite. I can also get rid of the acorn, so I'll just do that. So let me just mine this. Where's my space gone? Guess I didn't have any space for the chest as well. I don't need a bow statue or a boomerang. I'll get rid of the boomerang. I know I should just get rid of blocks. Let's return home for the moment. Just toss everything away. Gonna need more, more chest space. I don't even think I need to hold on to a thing to check for traps anymore. A pressure plate. Honestly. If I step on a trap, it's my own fault. I can usually spot them, so Especially with the danger sense potion. I might want to actually use up some of my, like, items, like the bloody tear and suspicious looking eyes. Shouldn't be hard to just fight the enemies and get some money out of it, basically. Oh, Blood Moon's rising anyway. Doesn't matter. It was meant to be, but now I still got the item. Can also rescue my boomerang out of the trash slot because I can still sell it. Also, it's raining. I got a rain hat. Nice. You know, rain with the Blood Moon's definitely going to mean that I'm going to have a high chance of getting the rest of the raincoat outfit. Especially if I grab the water candle, because I can put that on a table or platform. Or I can just hold it, I think. And that just increase the spawn rate of enemies, so... Yeah, this is the best spot for apparently. It's the only spot available. Got another rain hat. That's probably the easier to get drop. I mean, it's just for vanity, but it's cool that you can just get them. Also, I believe fishing in the Blood Moon can fish up enemies, so you need to be careful of that. I think we can still use the pylons as well, with the Blood Moons going. So that's good to know. So let me just quickly check. Splunker Potion requires Moonglow, which we can find in the jungle underground, usually. Sometimes on the surface, I think, but mostly underground. So I can't just make Splunker Potions unless I do that. Which I could dip in my toes in there for a bit. Also, we got a mask whistle that we can buy from the zoologists. Summons a rideable flamingo. Because we can also have mounts in this game. And so if we press R without being near a minecart track, we can just ride our mount. And it's usually a lot faster to go around than the usual just running with... Even with the boots, it's a little bit slower than having a mount. So, it's really good to just run. But you will be like 3 blocks high. No, 4 blocks high, I think. Maybe 5? 5 blocks high, so you have to like get off your mount to go through a door. But another good reason to make the world flat. Or flat-ish. Smooth it out so you can just run up slopes. Wonder if I can still fight the Eye of Cthulhu. I can. There'll just be a lot of enemies at the same time. Just give me a minute. Also, with a bow, when you're fighting the Eye of Cthulhu, you can just like shoot up into the air and the arrows will come back down. I think that could be a good way to hit him. Not guaranteed, but a good way to repeat hit him, possibly with the same arrow. We do also need to make sure that the Eye of Cthulhu is beaten before morning, because he will just disappear. Oh no, Showman the Nerdy Slime has left because he died. Don't worry, he just left. He left. He'll come back though. We also got the Eye of Cthulhu trophy, which bosses can just like drop a trophy which you can put on a wall as decoration. So you might have to actually fight them multiple times. Also, we got a raincoat. So there's the Eye of Cthulhu lens type thing, I think. Or one of its teeth, I think. And now we're wearing a raincoat. Perfect for the rain. Now I can just stand in the rain, it's fine. Not that it was bad before. Rain's pretty good. I like rain. I don't think there's any rain boots though, so I think this is the whole outfit we can get. And it's morning. I don't think I've ever heard this song before, which is weird. It's quite nice though. Flink's Fur. Oh, we can use with Demonite Ore or Crimtane Ore to get a deer thing, which summons Deerclops. I can't remember how difficult Deerclops is to fight. As well as using Platinum or Gold, we can make a Flink's Staff, which summons a Snowflinks to fight for you. And combining it with Platinum and Silk, or Gold and Silk, we can make a Flink's Fur Coat, which increases summon damage by 5%, and increases your max number of minions by 1, because the number of minions you can have by default is 1, so... we need more Flink's Fur to get a summoning. But I might try fighting Deerclops then. Requires a demon altar to make it though, so... I just don't know if we have to fight it at night, is the only thing. Because then I'd have to wait for nighttime again. I mean, I can make it and then find out, I guess. Let me use the teleportation potion there and see where that takes me. Oh, we're underground jungle now. Pretty deep underground too. Okay, there's a hive there. We can drop that. It spawns bees though. Just gonna get rid of those. Nerdy slime has returned. Gotta be careful with the thorns. We can also get this glow stuff here, which is jungle spores. We actually want to get those. This is not how I was planning to explore the jungle. I'll grab a spiked band of regeneration there. The band of regeneration slowly regenerates life. So that's pretty good to just have on, and I might replace one of my bottles of stuff for that. And we got a Splunker potion? Perfect. Why is that so perfect? I mean, I don't want to spend too much time here right now. I was planning on doing this later, but we'll look for more things. There's also these slimes here. Spiked jungle slime that shoot stingers at us. We need to be careful with that. Also, I'm losing health to poison because I got spiked by them. Well, let me light up this area. Oh, the lava! Hop! Oh, the cactus! I'm fine. This seems bad. Oh, this bad. Let me go back into the jungle. Let's see where we are. We're like right below where we were in the sand underground, the desert underground. So not too bad then. Oh, the traveling merchant just arrived. I want to check that as well. We can get back to the underground jungle at some point as well. Just want to keep looking around just a little bit more. There's a life crystal, so I'll grab that. A couple of wasp-type enemies. I'm just looking around, it's fine. We're gonna spend so much time in the jungle later on, so... is there anything else I really need from here? I'm not seeing any of the flowers I need. They might not spawn unless I clear out some area. Not sure. There's something interesting that I want to look at. Do I do this now? I guess I can. This was not how I planned to do this, but this is fine. So over here we can see a little bit of something here. Oh, iron ore. That's kind of perfect. If I had the stuff I need stone. Stone's back the other way. I was hoping to make a heart lantern. If I don't have what I need with that, that's a boulder trap. I am fine. Surprisingly. Can you please die? The enemies here are rough. They're really annoying because they just have projectiles. There's even a chest there? What is my luck? What is my luck? There's even a demon altar as well back down there, which is what I was trying to get to. Like, I have everything I need here for what I was planning on doing. Kind of. Even stone. Let me grab all this. Okay. This chest here has a Anklet of the Wind, which increases movement speed by 10%. Definitely take that. Did need some of those, I'm pretty sure. We also need the stingers from these enemies for crafting as well, along with jungle spores. Let me craft this demon altar, the deer thing. Could even make more suspicious looking eyes, but I don't really need them right now. So let me actually go down here because this is a good position, I think, to mine into this hive here. These hive blocks, though, can drop honey, which is like a liquid, which can solidify in water if it will go down into that water over there. But when we stand on it, we actually get a bonus of life regeneration. So that can be good. And these also this hive block can also spawn bees as well. Now that there, we need to be careful not to break with anything. I want to place down some lights. I'm stuck. We also move quite slow in honey, is the other thing. Okay, there we go. Pretty good. Let me set up a little bit of a thing here. Do I have enough stone? I do have enough stone. How much iron do I need, though? Might need more. Because I need to make an anvil. I might have used up all of it. I think I did. That's a shame. There might actually be more. There's more there. Hang on. Give me a moment. Like, I have a lot of things here that I needed, surprisingly. But, like, combining campfire, heart lantern, and honey is going to be an interesting amount of regeneration we can get. I think I also want the mini shark. We've got 962 bullets, which is good. We can also make poison dart from the stingers, I believe. I think it's just a thing we can shoot, I guess. I've never used it before, I think. There's too many enemies in this hive right now. Let me see if I can lure them down, because I don't want to hit the thing accidentally. We can make a thorn shock ram. I think it's a throwable weapon that does 25 melee damage using spores and stingers. We can also make jungle armor here using spores and vine. When did I pick up vine? I must have just picked it up from one of the vines. Or is it dropped by the man-eaters? I think it's dropped by man-eaters, actually. So we can get jungle armor, and we can actually get a jungle sword here, which would be really good for us. Poison dart. I don't know if I need that. I also don't know what shoots it. It might be guns, might be bow, but it might be something else entirely. Let's make a campfire. Need more iron bars. So I can make chain. So I can make heart lantern. And now we're like in a really good position here, but I also want to put up some platforms in here, because this is technically a boss arena. Just need to be careful not to break that, because that's what summons the boss. If I can have platform like just inside the honey so I can still stand in it but not sink into it, that'd be probably the ideal. I'm gonna drain this into there. Oh, careful. Oh, that was close. And then over here, if I can put that maybe there. So I don't sink all the way. Okay, nice. And then I'm going to put another platform across here, I think. Nice. We're probably good with that. Can I use my Wand of Sparking, fire arrows if I can with my bow, and mini shark. And if I need to, the ball of hurt. Let's see how this goes. The queen bee has awoken. Ow. That's fine. Just want to set her on fire so we can just do damage over time. She also has this form where she can shoot her stingers at us, and spawn little bees to attack us. Ow. And she can also just rush at us, so... But that's pretty much it, so we just need to stay alive. Get some regeneration into us. If I made the area bigger, that would be pretty good probably as well, so I can just, like, have more area to hit her with. But there's also more hives we can find that all have a queen bee in them. Just fight the queen bee. How much can I do with this? Not much, but still a bit. Also, to heal, we kind of need to not be getting hit by the enemy. We need to dodge long enough to heal. Ow. Which is easier said than done for me. Why is there so many bees? It'd be so good to have a minion right now. Burn, burn, burn. We haven't even done half health yet. I mean, we still have most of our health as well, so... It's a pretty even fight for the moment. Can I just, like, sit here and hit you? That'd be great. Never mind, you're shooting at me. Ow. You came in closer to shoot at me because I had the blocks in the way. That's actually kind of good for me, though. If I can actually get some hits in. We're trading damage, but it's in my favor, I think, for the moment. Oh, the traveling merchant departed. That's fine. We'll get him another day. Let me heal. Buff if I can. Oh, I used up my Splunker potion. That's fine. It doesn't it uses up all your potions if you use the buff hotkey. So you need to be careful with that. Unlike me, who is not careful with that. Grab health. Good stuff. We should be fine in this fight, I think. The underground jungle is dangerous, but we have, like, decent stuff, so we're fine. We could have better stuff. We're able to survive. Come on. Set on fire, please. There we go. I'm actually healing enough that I could actually just get close again to do damage. Let me just finish it off, please. 81, 22. There we go. Got a bee shirt, which is just a vanity item. We've got Bee-nade, which is like a grenade that spawns bees when it explodes. Only 12 range damage, though. We also got bottled honey, which we can actually make ourselves with bottles next to honey. Restores 80 life, which is pretty good. It's also material for something else. Art for the bee's knees. Or for the bee's knees. So, the bee's knees. Is a bow that shoots regular wooden arrows and turns them into bees. So, if I switch my arrows around quickly and use that, we can spawn bees to attack for us, which is kind of awesome. I should head back to the underground snow. They only attack things if they have not got blocks in the way, though, so we need to be aware of that.